Hi Aries, welcome to Spirit Mail. Today we're going to dig a little deeper into your career and money. Last week in our Spirit Guided Energy Focus, your overall theme was Sad Embrace. We talked about that this could have been leaving behind something where you've been at the same place working for a very, very long time. It was across the board for your Spirit Guided Energy Focus, but as it relates to work, it could have been about leaving behind a place that you had been for a very, very long time, or embracing or sad embrace, letting go of things that you have held on to that don't serve you and things like that. In career and money, you had firm foundations and judgment. So if I recall, I felt like you were pretty solid on knowing your ability to move on and judging yourself worthy to move on. We're going to find out if this week's digging deeper in career and money is going to be a follow-up, or if this is or if the energy is fluctuated in some way. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you for my Aries friends. Show us clearly what are the energies they'll be navigating as it relates to career and money. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly what these energies are for Aries. Okay, so we have, moving on, we have spiritual strength. And we have financial and material changes. Okay, so I feel like that definitely could indeed be a follow-up. So I feel like this will be the same energy group. Your theme was sad embrace, but let's see what it shows as far as this deeper message goes. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for tarot as a tool. Please show us clearly what is the overall message, the overall theme for Aries as it relates to career and money. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what is the overall theme. Magic prayer. Okay, so, and it's a 3 plus a 2, which is 5. For me, that's change. It is, the 3 is for me, holy collaboration, you, your creator and your spirit team, your guides, the Holy Spirit, your angels, all that. And then the 2 is resilience. It's that divine feminine energy that can bend, but bounces back up and has the ability to tap into the creative side of things and move forward in a resilient way. So we're going to read the book and see what it says about that magic prayer. Okay, it says, speak your prayers and listen for the answers and act in faith. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, thy will be done through me, thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayers and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you are on the right path. Okay, so I'm going to leave that open and we're going to get clarifiers on these. And again, I feel like you are moving on to something different. First card out of the deck as far as energies go. And sometimes, y'all, these movements can be within ourselves where we move on emotionally from something as it relates to career and money. Sometimes it could mean an absolute change in what you're doing. We're going to get some clarifiers. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my friends born under the sign of Aries. Show us clearly. Clarify these energies on the table. Moving on. Spiritual strength and financial and material changes. Show us clearly what are these energies as they relate to career and money for our Aries friends. Okay, so clarifying, moving on, we have the Empress. Wow. Clarifying spiritual strength, we have Justice. And clarifying financial and material changes, we have Four of Cups. Okay. All right, you ready for this? Moving on. This is the same card as the Six of Swords, which shows that you're moving into smoother water. You're leaving behind some things, and you're going into an area where life just seems to be better for you, smoother all around, right? And again, sometimes that can be just in our mind or in our emotional body, where we move on from things that no longer serve us. Because you do have material changes up here, I feel like for some of you, this is a physical move in your career. Guys, you created this, right? This is the Empress, and I feel like they're saying, not only have you planted the seed, but you've been nurturing it all along, Aries, and now it's ready to be delivered. If you have not started this project yet, if you have not physically made this move, the energies are available that it's a good time for you to indeed make that move into whatever this is that you're changing about your career and money. You've also got spiritual strength. This is the same as the Nine of Wands, okay? And in that, they call it the Wounded Warrior. Some people call that card the Wounded Warrior. But right here, we see that everything that you've been through, I feel like you're acknowledging that that you have not done it alone, that you've not had to be by yourself. Sometimes we go through things and we feel alone, right? And whenever we look back, we can truly look back and see where our team, our spirit team, our guides, our angels, the universe really was helping to hold things up around us as we move through certain situations. And it's showing right here, and they're definitely telling me right now, and will continue to do so. Okay? Whatever this move is, it's going to bring balance into your life. You're going to have some justice where that's concerned, because this right here shows these scales are balanced, and this is the sword, right? This is a sword of truth, and here at the bottom, there's this spiky ball. It's like a ball with different spikes on it, and what I'm feeling is that heaviness with all of the hurts, the working overtime, all that stuff. Not that you're not going to work long hours, but the things that have pierced your heart or pierced you emotionally throughout your career, that's all being put to rest. See, it's here at the bottom of your truth. And you don't necessarily know what it is that you're walking into, what the outcome's going to be, exactly how it's going to play out. But I feel like Spirit's saying, don't forget, we are here with you. The universe, we hold it up for you as you move forward into that balance. And so knowing what's out there, knowing the end result, knowing is it going to be a success or not, that's not necessary as you move forward. Sometimes we're called to walk out in faith. And then you have financial and material changes, okay? So I feel like what this is saying is that there are definitely going to be some financial and material changes. And again, I said earlier that this could be, okay. I said earlier that this could be an emotional or a mind movement, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a physical movement. But I said when I look at this card, because it says financial and material changes, you could be literally making a move. Before we talk about this group, this is a general reading, so I know there's a lot of you guys out here. This group right here, if there has been some type of a downsize, right? Downsizing a company or something like that, and you were able to maintain your position with the company, but you had to take a pay cut. And this card shows up and saying, you birthed this into your reality. You could have been praying, God, please don't let me lose my job. Please don't let me lose my job. So you created your situation of being able to stay there even with a pay cut. So it's asking me, Spirit's asking me to go back and say that for just a second. And we're going to talk about that as it relates to this too, because whenever we have changes like that, financial changes, sometimes if it's on the lower side of what we're accustomed to, we have to make concessions in our life. We have to adjust things, right? And if you're physically moving to another job or starting your own business or something like that, those changes may actually be the same as far as finances go, where you do have to take a little less money or something for some time. In some cases, it's going to be a better financial change, right? But I feel like it's going to be more on, you don't feel like you're making any headway financially. But this right here, this Four of Cups is telling me, don't keep your mind so focused on those things that you miss out something that the universe is going to be bringing you. So if you are the one that did not actually make a physical move in your company, but they downsized or something to that effect, and your pay was lowered, I feel like Spirit's saying, don't allow yourself to focus on that too much, because there's some kind of offer that the universe is bringing in for you to be able to make adjustments to balance this out, okay? And if you are physically moving your job, same thing. Don't be so focused on the adjustments that you're having to make, the downsizing you're having to do in your personal life or whatever, because if you focus on those things, on that lack, we're going to miss what Spirit has for us to compensate, make up for, or even exceed what it was that we thought we lost. Okay, Aries, I hope I was able to express that the way I'm getting it. And then we're looking back at this magic prayer, right? Where we say, not my will, but thy will be done. Even in these cases right here, especially right here, whenever we do this, it's hard for us to say, not my will, but thy will, right? But whenever we remember that the universe does always have our back, not only do they always have their back, we can look back and see where they have always had our back. So I feel like this is something that I almost feel like you're revisiting like a cycle in your life, and how you handle it this time could truly be a game changer as to why. Remember, because we're in Mercury retrograde, right? So sometimes things come up that we need to revisit for the purpose of being able to heal it, so that we don't have to deal with that anymore. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here for whatever reason. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our friends born under the sign of Aries. Please show us clearly what is the PS. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what is the PS for our friends born under the sign of Aries. Okay, guys. PS. This is you, Aries. This is you. And I feel like Spirit's saying, don't forget who you are. Don't forget don't allow any of this to make you feel less than who you are. I feel like they're reminding you, Aries, have the ability to replenish. You're very resourceful. You're intelligent. You're emotionally intelligent also, and you're passionate, right? You're the culmination of all the kings, and you're the CEO, right? And they're wanting to remind you are the CEO, and you're the CEO of your life. Look, there's that cup again. I love it when I get these cards and this ends up coming out in the PS, because it's saying, look, we allow ourselves to focus and we miss out. But now they're saying, you've been told, you've heard the message, and you've been told that the universe does have something that's going to allow you to replenish, make up for, or even exceed what it was that you thought you lost. And there's the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is the one who moves forward with her emotions out of the way. She doesn't allow this to cause her to stay focused there. Instead, she says this prayer: not my will, but your will. Okay, she moves forward knowing that cycles come and go, things happen. She's not going to get emotionally tripped up in this. She's going to continue to move forward in a way that is not only intelligent, but in a way that other people look at her and see the grace. Queens are graceful, right? And this is male or female. But the energy of the queen is graceful, and she is majestic, and she doesn't allow all of the things that she has to deal with back at the castle. She doesn't allow all of that to affect the way that she greets the world, the way that she greets her kingdom. So I feel like they're saying, you've got this. And again, there's a part of me that feels that this may be a cycle that you're revisiting that has happened more than once in your life. And I feel like they're saying, you have the ability to change it now, to heal it during this retrograde, that it never has to be part of your life again. Okay, Aries, that is your career and money reading. Go out and have a super duper day. Bye.